Check, check, check. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. What's going on? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Sorry for the delay. I was trying to get this together. In the meantime, while people are coming in, I'm about to play one of my songs as we let people come on in.
It's a blood, sweat, and tears at this level. I'm gon' flex through the mud, cross the rain. I had to wait in everywhere. Rebel boy, come up out that jump, made them all believe. We get wrong, I ain't fumble nothing, round inside my wrist. Step inside the ring, it's a sweet. It ain't sweet at all, it ain't hard to see. I ain't speak, cause I ain't sleep at all. This ain't for the weak, this for we. Who gon' beat them all? Yeah. Stand up like the cheap in they chest, I ain't weak at all.
Stand up in they chest like I'm the best and try to beat them all. Righteous competition, how I'm rocking, I concede it all. I'm not ducking smoke, I'm with the ghost, so I'ma see them all. Keeping people rhyming who don't want, so I will leave them all. Blood, sweat, and tears, I've been all ears. This shit took me years, ain't been all cheers. I done cried, overcame my fears. Lessons, they done turned into some blessings, but they have me stressing. In another world, this one of them times I would've did some stepping.
And I have warned you. And I have nothing more to say. You got something to do. Get up off your ass and get it done.
It's a blood, sweat, and tears at this level. I'm gon' flex through the mud, cross the rain. I had to wait in everywhere. Rebel boy, come up out that jump, made them all believe. We get wrong, I ain't fumble nothing, round inside my wrist. Step inside the ring, this is sweet. It ain't sweet at all, it ain't hard to see. I ain't speak, cause I ain't sleep at all. This ain't for the weak, this for we. Who gon' beat them all? Stand up like the cheap in they chest, I ain't weak at all. I ain't slowing, I ain't showing signs of weakness or fatigue. This the guy, my heavy metal, please don't make a scene. I'm a eyeball, chill like Rambo camo on my jean. Am I lying, being turn around time, I make you steam. They weren't fucking with me, before it dropped that boom and I ain't lying. I got tight stripes, chill like Brother Winford, I ain't hiding. Chill like Brother said, them Benjamins come in, they change their mind. I'm way too firm in how I stand, it ain't no question about my side. It go live if I hit buttons, ain't no doubt. I'm a Don, you Donald Duck, so I suggest you hold it down. Mr. Child just came down Chinatown with the loud. It ain't about how much you doing, it's about what God allowed. It's a blood, sweat, and tears at this level. I'm gon' flex through the mud, cross the rain. I had to wait in everywhere. Rebel boy, come up out that junk, made them all believe.
All right, family. So that's my song right there, man. Before we get started, let me know where y'all tuning in from. What city and state y'all from, man? Let me see where you're from. Let me see where you're from in the comment section, man. Let me see if I can get this video pulled up as well. I think this is gonna be a pretty good podcast, man. We're gonna have some pretty good dialogue. We're gonna have some pretty good dialogue here today.
You're blaming your.
Yeah, we're gonna have some pretty good dialogue here today. See where y'all from in this comment section. Oh man, we got Atlanta, Georgia. Tyrell all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Oh my goodness. We got all Skid in from Los Angeles. Q from Kansas City, Ben from Birmingham, Brian from Detroit, Malik from Philadelphia, Brother Timothy. Oh man, what's going on? We got Brother Robert all the way from Indiana, Fort Wayne. Man, we got Jones from Jeff City. Alonzo done tuned in, man. Oh my goodness, all the way from Tampa. Zulu from Detroit. Oh, Trey from Dallas, Texas. Oh, okay, we got Trey in the house. I knew he was gonna tune in for this one here. So if y'all want to tune in and be a part of this show, by the way, all y'all got to do is go to benxlive.com if y'all want to come on video, because I want y'all to come on video for this one right here. It's going to be a nice podcast. I want to get y'all perspectives. And let me say this on this podcast, because I don't want to hear all that Black Lives Matter supported by George Soros and Black Lives Matter. You know, they really working for the. He wasn't talking about all that. That wasn't his reason for why he disagrees with Black Lives Matter. So we're not going to come from that perspective, although those things may be true, but that's not the perspective we coming from. Where he was coming from is, I ain't supporting that type of movement, because we kill each other. I'm not supporting that type of movement, whether if they backed by the white man or not. The reason he's not supporting that is because of what we do to each other. So don't come up here saying I disagree solely because of who they back by, or I don't support that particular organization. He was speaking of the idea of Black Lives Matter. So that's the context we're going to be dealing with here today. So if you guys want to come on the show and share y'all perspective as we go through it and we look at the commentary, go to benxlive.com. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the link in there too, just in case y'all don't know how to go to BenX Live. That's the link right there. If you on my YouTube, that's where you can go. Now we're gonna dig into what he said. All right, let's go and dig into what he said so y'all can hear it for yourself. Here we go.
About Louisiana, I've always wanted this. I don't know if I ever asked you this.
We're different.
Can y'all hear it? I want to make sure y'all can hear it first before we even get started. Let me know if y'all can hear it and everything is working. Black is the caste system and should be researched. Okay, come on. All that stuff y'all saying, don't just comment it. Come on video. Come teach us on video. All that commenting, we on the platform where you can come talk now. You can come on up here and give us all that game y'all want to give. Come on up on the stage.
From breed.
Whatever happened when you were a young boy?
I love him to death. He just on his journey right now. There's nothing he could do to make me stop loving him. I got his face tattooed on me because I see myself in him.
Wow. He's going through a lot of trials and tribulations.
Wish I could put my arms around him right now. That shit killed me to see him suffer. I wish I could just put my arms around him right now. Cause I'm gonna always love you forever, but he just on his journey right now. That's what brothers do.
Have you guys ever talked like recently?
Yep.
Like
right after the Super General drop.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that conversation like?
I mean, it ain't what we discuss is what we discuss.
Yeah.
But I told him I love him. I love him.
Do you see him possibly as how you probably thought of yourself a few years ago when you were going through it, where it felt the legal system was a never-ending process, just putting you through it,
yeah.
But it was testing your faith.
Man, it hurt me. That hurt me to see him going to court. You could see how weighed down he was. You going, not knowing the outcome. See, a lot of people don't know what that's like going to court. You could see it was heavy on him. I just wanted to put my arms around him. Hey, I love you. Stand up in their chest.
How did you deal with that?
I had to stand up in their chest. I'm already a nigga. I'm born guilty. I'm a nigga. Hey, here your car smell like weed. Let me search. When I change my people, places, and things, and change my perspective, you know, police speak to me like it's police that done arrested me and all of that. They speak to me now and say they proud of me.
That sounds like the rhetoric that was on that infamous interview that people hated you for.
I don't give a fuck what they hate, because y'all ain't never committed no crimes. Y'all ain't really did nothing. Y'all don't do nothing, but when y'all get, see, they ain't never been in programs. I've been from the juvenile detention system all the way to the adult jail. So a lot of the sheriffs and the police and deputies, they was prison guards at first. So I know them. Coming there getting a paycheck before they was road deputies and all of that. So I've been knowing me since I was a kid. In and out this bitch revolving door. Ain't nothing to do in Louisiana but go to jail or die. I don't care what people don't like. They got mad when I said I don't support Black Lives Matter, because who they matter to? We kill each other all day. We talk about each other all day. You know who talk about me the most on the internet? Niggas. Niggas. You know what's worse than a nigga? Two of them. Yes. Make you don't want to be a nigga. Yeah, man, it don't be nobody else talking about me. It be niggas, my own people that look like me. Talk about me like a dog. Kick me when I'm down. Can't wait. look at Gates. Went to jail, they celebrated, clapped their hands, it was happy. I don't look at color and see race no more. I see real and fake, that's it. Even when I see police, what's up, big man? Don't work too hard. I'm gonna try not to, Gates.
Did it affect you that it was somebody of your own color that sent you to the institution?
You know how niggas go to jail?
Because niggas tell on niggas. It's a 98% conviction rate amongst blacks. They tell.
All right, y'all. It's getting deep. Listen, all you got to do is go to www.bnxlive.com if you want to come on this show and give your perspective. Now, I got a twist for y'all at the end. So y'all make sure y'all stick around at the end. I got a twist for y'all at the end.
You ain't know that? That's what niggas do. They just talk good as a bitch. That's all they do. They tell.
So you don't feel like it's like, you know, it's us versus the white man.
Man, we was taught wrong. We was taught wrong. Don't no motherfucking white man to pick my motherfucking destiny. I was in my own way. I was self-sabotage. I gotta take accountability for me.
Now I see somebody like this brother right here. He says, man, I can't listen to this man. Or maybe you saying, I can't listen to this man. I don't know which way you saying it. But man, come on to live, benxlive.com, and tap in. And I see Donovan, I saw you a while ago. You didn't have to leave. I'm just waiting to bring y'all up on the stage, you know, once it's time. But I see y'all down there.
I got to. Nah, I don't celebrate Halloween and all that and carve out the pumpkin because I know from slavery, you know, my ancestors were slaves. So I know what the pumpkin stands for when they used to hang us and put the pumpkin on top of our head. Really? I'm not inviting that energy into my life. Yeah, that's what that is, that jack-o'-lantern. That's a nigga. Yeah, put the pumpkin, man, gouge his eyes out, everything, put the pumpkin over his head and carve the bitch up. That's what that did, hanging from a tree. You know, I don't celebrate that, but did this white dude right here next to me, did he do that to me? He ain't did that to me. And if he do, I bolt him to the floor. What's him? Or I'm going to die trying. So I'm just saying, like, we was taught wrong. We be having this, man, watch out for the white man. Man, I ain't never had no problem with no white. They been niggas. And I look, like, it's crazy. Like, even in jail, I'm like, okay, we gonna stick together and ride in this bitch. They giving the black people cold food. Man, when we stood up in that bitch, come on, let's scuffle. We gonna fight with the police. Come on, when they came in there with them guns, them fucking baby powder guns, them, you know, that fox spray and all that. You know what them niggas did me? They all went got in their wreck. It was me, probably two other black dudes and a Mexican. The warden even told me, I respect you, you a man. Start sticking by yourself. See, we was taught wrong. See, I live in reality. I don't live in you showing me a graphic image of somebody and saying, oh God, man, we gotta just World War III. Cause y'all ain't bought all that. Cause soon as they come out there with them pepper spray and them guns, you know what a nigga get to doing? Running. Let me see you die for it since you believe in it so much. See, niggas just talk good as a bitch, man. That's why it's real and fake. I don't know what color a real person gonna be. I don't know what color a fake person gonna be. How you know somebody real? They do real things. How you know somebody fake? They do fake shit. They do whole shit.
People hate when you say shit like that because they're like,
I don't care. I don't care what people say. I don't care what people say because I'm really a gangster. What I look like arguing with a rapper or goofy? I'm not tripping on that. I'm a gangster and a gentleman. They want you to believe, man, the code of the streets is kill or be killed. That's not true. It's live and let live. Now, if you violate, we're gonna demonstrate right there.
All right. So what we gonna do? We're gonna bring y'all up at the bottom. Now, Trey, you ain't got your camera on, so I'll wait till you get that figured out. But we got brother Donovan, man. What's your thoughts on this?
Hey, I'm like when I heard stuff. I didn't hear everything, but I like what he say. He seemed like a real dude. It was nice how he don't just classify over race. You know what I'm saying? It's about character, and you can see the real for sure. So yeah, I appreciate it. I like what you're doing, Ben. Keep it doing.
Appreciate it, man. So what's your thoughts on what he was saying about man, I don't support Black Lives Matter, man, because we killing each other, man, and we doing these things to each other. What's your thoughts on that?
Most def. Yeah, if you look in the history of Black Lives Matter, it's all a jacked up process to begin with. That name is good. Black lives do matter, but the history is all jacked up. Yeah, so you just gotta look at the history of this stuff, and most def, it's true that we gotta start caring about one another. You know what I'm saying? Then it could truly matter if we start caring about one another. So yeah, it's true what he's saying for sure.
So when you say we need to look up the history of Black Lives Matter, what's the history?
Well, I need to look it up myself. But what I think I know is that it was founded by some lesbians, and it's all about abortion, killing the black babies. So really, they really don't matter to them. The founders, it didn't matter to them because they it's just a jacked up thing if you look it up. But yeah,
So are you saying that the founders are pushing abortion? Is that what you're saying?
basically yes.
And where did you
That's
see
my
this at?
understanding. I could be wrong.
And now where did you see this at?
I mean, I heard it from a blog. Now you gotta look at the history yourself. But yeah, I just heard it from the hearsay. You know what I'm saying?
So what you saying is you going off the hearsay right now. This ain't
Correct.
something you saw. You
Correct.
stating these of hearsay. Now, do you think that's right to Black Lives Matter? Now, mind you, I don't know if they did it or not, but you coming on the show
Okay.
saying we got to look up the history. They two
Right.
lesbians abortion, but then when I ask you
Right.
where did you say, man, really this just hearsay.
Right. And I'm just showing what other people do. They just start stating facts off of what other people have said. They ain't look at history. So myself, I'm getting to that right now. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, man, I appreciate
Yep.
you coming on for sharing.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Now we got OG Snow. Black Lives Matter ain't right. I never seen them here in Baltimore. And the only time they were here, okay, so now you just confused me with this sentence. You said I never seen them, and then you said the only time you did, okay, and the only time that they were here, it was marching for gay pride. So what you saying is Black Lives Matter. You've never seen them in Baltimore, but does that mean that they wasn't in Baltimore? Did you research if they was in Baltimore? Like I want y'all to come on the stage, man, so we can have a dialogue about, just y'all full thoughts. Cause I'm hearing a lot of hearsay, what people done said, what people done read. And I just want somebody to come on and educate us about your full perspective. So the next person I see is Brother Jay Wan. Brother. Now I can't see your picture, your video. Are you there? Brother Jawan? Okay. You look like you paused. Okay, we got Brother Malik Bay. What's going on? Man, I'm doing good, man. Yourself?
I'm doing good. Can't complain.
Yes, sir, man. Feeling blacktastic, man. What's your thoughts, man, on the video?
Oh, I love it. I love the inspiration. I love everything I've been hearing since I heard you on Facebook from day one. This is like maybe like a year or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just staying motivated, doing my little self business out here, water ice, as you can see.
Your audio is not as good for me for some reason. It's not coming in good. Are you covering? You on Bluetooth or something?
Because it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Let me take it off.
Yeah, try to come off the Bluetooth. Yeah, that's better. Okay, go ahead.
You was probably hearing the echo in the background.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So I'm maintaining just getting my startup so I can get into that. I don't know if you heard of the GS Partners. I'm a part of that program. I just got to get invested in, get everything motivated in there. Whereas though I'm financially stable. So this is like my little self motivation right here, with my self start off just to get to where I need to be at. And that's my goal for like the next 30 days.
Now, my question was, what did you think about the Kevin Gates situation where he was saying about the Black Lives Matter?
I'm listening.
Yeah, I was asking you, what's your thoughts about the Kevin Gates situation with the Black Lives Matter?
Okay. Now, pose the question one more time.
What's your thoughts on? Did you hear the Kevin Gates video?
I heard the video. I did.
Okay, now
and
what's your
the Black Lives Matter on situations like he was saying. I'm with him on some certain point of views, and so far as like we need to stop using the word and start. I think we should start unifying. And so far as him like just unifying and staying away from black people and all aspects, no, I wouldn't do that. I would tend to like him putting out more motivational quotes and speeches like he been doing, because like you said, when you start to motivate, you start to elevate, even no matter what level you on, you're gonna have people that like you that don't like you.
Mhm.
So most of them do tend to be the ones that's in your own circle. So you definitely have to watch them if you are of a person of color. But I just don't use that word black because it goes to the caste system, which holds us back as a nation of people. Like
O-
I go back to the term or a nationality of a Moor. So
Okay,
I
and
wouldn't use the word black. And then so far as him with the what he was saying about the white people, I can agree with that, even though I just wouldn't mix my seed with them.
okay. Now, when you say the word black is holding us back, what you mean?
And so far on like if we do research on the caste system, that is a way of saying like you was the lowest people in the government system. CASTE, caste system. And on a birth certificate or a social security card, even if you consider yourself black, if you check race on the, if you look at the applications on race, it always tell you a race is optional. You don't actually have to put your race. So this
So,
is something that from a lack of knowledge or a lack of reading or a lack of understanding international law that we don't even take process in. Like I look up to you for research into real estate
mhm.
because I haven't been in that field. But so far as law, business law, and just claiming your status,
Okay,
like I've been doing that for years.
yes, sir. Well, man, I appreciate you coming on and sharing, brother.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you out offering me the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Man, I was just finna bring on Isaiah. Well, no, this brother Jawan. What's going on? Yeah, you on the screen. He is froze. We got brother Trey. What's going on?
Brother Ben X, what's going on, brother?
Chilling, man. What's your thoughts on this topic? I seen you made your post on Instagram already.
No, man. I think where Kevin Gates is messing up, and I totally agree with everything he said because, like I say, if I'm worried about somebody breaking in my house or robbing me, I like to wear jewelry or taking my jewelry. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna worry about a black man. Period. And I hate to say it, but that's just the way it is. And you be around me, brother Ben, so that the where we are, even though I'm around a bunch of black people, but I feel that if that was happening, it would be a black person. Now Kevin Gates is where he's messing up is that he's denying the systematic oppression. He's trying to seem like the systematic oppression and the origin of how we got to where we are doesn't exist, and that's not true. Like he can't deny what the white people have done to get us overall inside of this system. So even though somebody white might not be doing you wrong, the actual system that we're caught up in is doing us wrong, and it was created by white men. Period.
Okay. So, brother Donovan, I see you still there. What's your thoughts on what he just said?
Yeah, we forget our history for sure, and all that plays a part for real.
Now, brother Malik, what's your
And brother
thoughts?
Donovan, where the Black Lives Matter, it didn't.
What you say?
I was wondering, like, do we realize like that we taught them to set up their civilization? Once they came out the mountains, we had to teach them how to be civilized. And what they did was they taught that system and used that against us. So they didn't actually create nothing. They just used what we gave them.
Yeah, I think brother Donovan, brother Trey was saying something about what would you asking
When
him,
we,
Trey?
when we was Native Americans,
He said
that was already
he
over
said
here,
that black
we was set up as a civilization as Native Americans. We had casinos and everything when they came over.
Got it. Trey, what was you asking him?
okay, but listen, so that we taught them, we didn't teach them that because the reason I disagree with what you're saying is because they over here and start us.
Somebody got a lot of back.
So we, we didn't teach them how to be civilized by them creating system and them hanging us and them killing us. Now we didn't teach that.
Hold on, you on
Them
mute?
how to set up.
There you go. You
Yeah,
good
I
now?
was. Yeah, I was saying that we taught them a system of how to organize. And what they did was they taught that system, organized, and used that against us. When they came in and gave if you did research, they gave them smallpox blankets. They gave them chicken pox and took the casinos and ideals that the Native Americans that was already over here had. Like we didn't all come from Africa and was brought over here. Some of us was already in this land over here, the Iroquois Nation, Empress Verdiachi. And it's a lot of other research that we need to do that you would never be taught in the schools that they teach us.
Mm-hmm. Now, for y'all who's watching the live, if y'all want to join the live and join the discussion, go to www.bnxlive.com to come on and share y'all thoughts on the Kevin Gates situation. Now, what I want to do is I want to go back to it real quick because I know some of y'all have not seen it. So I'm going to go back to it and share it one more time so y'all can see it, see the full thing, because I know some of y'all didn't see it. Where do you start? By right here.
Because my own people that look like me, niggas, poor black lives, they've been knowing me since I was a kid. In and out this bitch revolving door. Ain't nothing to do in Louisiana but go to jail or die. I don't care what people don't like. They got mad when I said I don't support Black Lives Matter because who they matter to. We kill each other all day. We talk about each other all day. You know who talk about me the most on the internet? Niggas. Niggas. You know what's worse than a nigga? Two of them. Yes. Make you don't want to be a nigga. Yeah, man, it don't be nobody else talking about me. It be niggas, my own people that look like me. Talk about me like a dog. Kick me when I'm down. Can't wait. look at Gates. Went to jail, they celebrated, clapped their hands, it was happy. I don't look at color and see race no more. I see real and fake, that's it. Even when I see police, what's up, big man? Don't work too hard. I'm gonna try not to, Gates.
Did it affect you that it was somebody of your own color that sent you to the institution?
You know how niggas go to jail? Because niggas tell on niggas. It's a 98% conviction rate amongst blacks. They tell. You ain't know that? That's what niggas do. They just talk good as a bitch. That's all they do. They tell.
So you don't feel like it's like, it's us versus the white man.
Man, we was taught wrong.
All right, so we got G. What's going on, G? I see you on the stage.
I am doing well. Can you hear me?
I can.
Great. Thank you for this broadcast. I think that doing research is very important. I do agree with what Gates said, some of his points. And I also know that pain runs deep. Hurt people hurt people. It's breaking out of the stigma and finding therapists and different ways of healing ourselves so that when we see each other, we're promoting and uplifting each other and not killing and putting each other down. It is a lot of conditioning. And when you look back, back into slavery times and before, Black communities back in slavery were close. When I see the Filipino, the Dominican, the other groups, it's so a close-knit community. They're uplifting and supporting one another, but yet their journey was so different from ours. I mean, we had ours stripped away to we were nothing, and then coming up from nothing to something, the struggle still continues. And I think if Mr. Gates was out of Louisiana, his stories would be different because, like he said, he was in the system from when he was a child up until an adult. If he was out in another state where they did not know him, his stories would be different. And I'm complete, and thank you for this time.
My bad. I said I was saying I agree with Trey when he was saying that a lot of it is true of how we treat each other and how things that happen in our neighborhoods. But for a lot of communities, you know, everybody who's close proximity to you is who's probably going to do the crime. For the most part, Mexicans kill each other as well. Mexicans rob each other as well. Like, it happens. White people do things to white people, so it's not a surprise that we do things to each other. However, I do think we have to take some type of accountability to where we can't just always have a outburst and speaking out when somebody else do it, but we don't keep that same energy when we do it to ourselves. Which is why I agree with the fact that his point afterwards was about how the white man's not holding him back. And I don't think that we're being held back for a lot of things that we give excuses to today as well. Oh, the white man, the reason we're in this condition, sure, mentally maybe, but that's only before we have knowledge. After we come into knowledge itself, after we understand who we are as a people, then, you know, those who are really recessive, as we are dominant, and we are the original people, there are babies on the planet not here no longer than 6,000 years. We have to take some type of accountability and say, hey, now it's on me committing this act on my own. I'm ignorantly making these decisions on my own. I'm deciding to kill. I'm deciding to rob. I'm deciding to rape. May have been influenced by, you know, because we're very impressionable people, especially before the age of 25, maybe movies, TV shows, music. Yes, the big people at the top record labels are influencing and maybe pushing some of these things to go out. But after you got knowledge, which I think a lot of us have when it comes to the internet, books we've read, people out with the final call. We've all heard of Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, Malcolm X. We've heard of all these people, but sometimes a lot of things that they say have become a cliche. It's become a quote. So we've heard of it, but we're not executing on it. So after that, after we got the knowledge, no longer on them, which is what I want to take us to. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan actually saying something very, very similar to what Kevin Gates said here about us not blaming the white man for everything, because at this point, some of us just do it as an excuse for us being lazy. Oh, you know, the white man done named us this and they done got us that. Yeah, but that ain't stopping you from uniting. That ain't stopping you from starting no business. That ain't stopping you from buying land. That ain't stopping you from growing your own food. That ain't stopping you from improving mentally. We just use those things as excuses. So let's look at this.
Father, blaming your mother, blaming your environment, blaming your teacher. If you got sense enough to see where your mother went wrong, where your father went wrong, where your teacher went wrong, then why don't you get up and go right? Huh? All the time you waste cursing the darkness does not allow you to light a candle. So you in the dark, cussing the dark. This is why those who claim to follow the Honorable Elijah Muhammad are angry with Farrakhan, because Farrakhan don't put the blame for evil on the white man. You say, but the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the white man is the devil. Are you going to make him good, Farrakhan? No, I can't make him good. But if you go back to your lessons, Mr. and Miss Wise student of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he asked the question, why did God make devil? So if a devil didn't make himself, how in the hell can the devil be responsible for evil on the planet if God made it? Now wait. You say, just a moment. God is a righteous God, and he would never do anything like making a devil. Oh, fool. Paul says the same thing in the Bible. You can't blame the clay for the shape that the clay is in. You blame the potter. Is that right? Yes, sir. Paul Paul talked about two vessels, one made for honor, one made for dishonor. But it's the maker of the vessel that you got to look to, not the vessel. In the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's last message to us, he said, we are people that like to put the blame on others. Yes, he said it. We know all the evil that white folk have done. I cannot excuse them from that. And the evil that they continue to do, I cannot excuse them for that. And I'm not trying to. But God has created the dialectic. When he created himself and the universe, he put negative and positive in everything that he created. Now then, if he creates a force, and that force is negative, he also creates the ability in the person to master that force. That force is neither good or evil. It's how the force is directed. Listen to me good now. What makes a devil?
We want to thank the Chicago white people for making it possible for us to obtain the country club, for making it possible for us to get in such position where we can prove ourselves worthy of that position. Yes, sir. We thank them. They have did us a great favor. Yes, sir. I don't think that we have nothing to do but to honor and thank them for putting us in such position. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Apostle. This is their house. And we're here teaching the truth. Yes, sir. That's right. They're not objecting to you teaching the truth. As we have white Muslims in America. And lots of them. We have them all over the world. Yes, sir. And they recognize and respect you. That's right. Go ahead, dear. You must recognize and respect them. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, teach me, You don't disrespect people that is trying to respect you. Yes, sir. I remember the last time that I was out to the airport. They let me and my followers get on first. Yes, sir. Now remember that flag is still flying over America. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Honor and respect the man. Yes, sir. That's right. Because he still have his flag. Mm-hmm. There isn't much that can be interchanged between them and us. Mm-hmm. In that way of respect. Yes, sir. We don't have to get up to try to make fun of them just because you have ruined yourself. And now you have ruined them. Yes, sir. That's right, Apostle. Just remember. Yes, sir. That they show you respect after you have ruined yourself. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, Apostle. respect too. Yes, sir. Because when you didn't know yourself, you didn't respect self, nor anyone else. That's right. We used to disgrace ourselves and them too. That's right. Because we didn't know ourselves. Yes, sir. But now we respect ourselves and we respect them. Yes, sir. Praise be to Allah. Yes, sir. You go out there disrespecting the honor of this land. They are owners, as long as they're in power. Yes, sir. I think you will be showing disrespect for the high honor that has been conferred on you. Yes, sir. And me, by God. Yes, sir.
Thank you, dear Holy Apostle.
Yes, sir. Respect everybody. And everybody will respect you. Right. Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
If God give way to them to rule, then you honor their rule. Mm-hmm.
That's right.
As long as they're in power to rule,
sir.
then respect them.
Yes, sir.
This I mean from my heart.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everywhere
So
we go,
what people
respect people, and people will respect you.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, that's right.
Don't think that you are so great now just because God promised you the kingdom. Mm-hmm. Wait until you get in it.
Yes, sir.
And again, you must remember that a ruler being dishonored and dishonoring people, he is dishonoring himself.
Yes, sir.
My beloved brothers and sisters, God has come and he visits us. He don't mean for us to waste our time looking to see who can we make mark of.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Looking and try and show people that if you will mark disrespect, that God did not raise us up to repeat the same.
Yes, sir.
We must show the world that we are a righteous people trying to set up the characteristic in our people
Yes, sir.
of righteousness.
Yes, sir. Thank you, dear Father. Yes, sir.
We don't want our people acting unrighteous.
Right. That's right.
Regardless to who acted unrighteous by us, we must not do so ourselves, since we represent ourselves as being righteous people.
Right. Yes, sir. Beautiful.
We be righteous.
Yes, sir.
If we said, there goes the devil, then don't try and practice after him if you say you are righteous. Show the devil that you are righteous first.
Right.
Because he's watching you for such. Since you say now you are righteous, then prove it.
Yes, sir.
And if you say he's not righteous, he will say he was not his maker.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's right.
That'll stop your mouth.
Yes, sir.
He did not make himself.
Go ahead, Apostle.
It was our kind that made it.
Right.
So if you want to make mark of that which you have made, he could easily tell you that I am not responsible for my mate. You made me yourself.
Yes, sir.
Your kind. Let us remember these words.
Yes, sir. Thank you, dear Holy Apostle.
There's lots that we must learn to do
Yes, sir.
to show forth to the world who we are. We are not raised up to sit around and make mock of people. No. We are raised up to show the world what righteousness looks like.
Yes, sir.
And how it feels to be righteous.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, dear Apostle.
Go ahead, dear apostle. It's apostle, by the way. Apostle, just in case y'all thought he was saying anything else. But I see Brother Random Effects is in the house, man. What's going on? And we're gonna have the minister go a little bit more in detail. I got a clip for y'all where he's breaking down the white man is the devil, because I think this is a great topic to discuss. That Kevin Gates kind of inspired. And I think we should get deeper into this with our lessons, because many of us are surface level of that teaching. Brother Random Effects, man, what's going on, man? What's your
How you
thought?
doing, brother Ben? How you doing, bro?
And Black Pastor.
Can you hear me? My level's good.
Yep, you good.
Honestly, man, I just want to bring some clarity to what I texted earlier when I said I can't listen to this man.
Oh,
It's not that I can't listen to him like it's like nails on the chalkboard. It said it's hurtful, brother. You know, like the whole time he's speaking, it's niggas do this, niggas do that. And for me, it's always like a psychological thing, because I know he don't talk to his grandmother like that. You know, I know he don't talk to elders like that. So it's there was somebody on, I can't remember his name, before the minister said, he said something, or I believe it was the lady. She said something about it's people need therapy. It's a psych level. I would never talk to my mom some of them ways. I would never talk to elders. I don't speak to them in that way. And I've noticed through the some of even the way you guys talk in the NOI, you guys never say call people niggas. It's always brother. It's always brother. It's always with love. And it's hard. I have brothers. And so when I hear Kevin Gates saying like he don't support Black Lives Matter because black people hurt him, it feels like you said, proximity crime. You know, if you've only been in that area around when people are doing bad, then a lot of the times you're going to deal with whatever hurt that goes along. You know, if Brother Ben X has maybe a death in the family, he's not going to be able to help people the way they should. You might have a chip on your shoulder, you know, and it's hard. I feel like we need to give each other a little more leeway on that, because it's not just because me right now, I live on the West Coast, but I live in a very diverse neighborhood. And I've seen a lot of people in chat saying, oh, you know, white men never hurt me. Where have you lived? I would ask them, how many white people have you lived around? Because I've lived around both. I've had family who gangbang. I got people over here where I live at now who talk to me like I'm crazy if I don't come into work at days. Call me everything almost except a nigga. And so for me, it's just hurtful, brother. You know, it's just hurtful that a lot of times people confuse niggas with black people and that it's all just one encompassing thing. Cause it's not. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It's not. We all different. We not the same. And it takes away from the people who are doing good, who maybe just don't know or don't follow with Kevin Gates, you know? Um, and so it just takes away all the good that's happening right now to say, I don't support Black Lives Matter because of niggas. Because let's be real. A lot of the time, niggas that we speak of, it's the worst of us. And every culture got them. So to put that general blanket statement that me, you, and every other good black man has to try to fix every other nigga's problems is too much. We can't do that. We got to take who's like-minded with us and we got to bring them, people who not knowledgeable. So that was really all how I felt about him. It just felt like, maybe he's uneducated, maybe he's hurt. But that rhetoric of just mixing niggas and black, it's distasteful for me. I feel like it does more harm than good.
Yes, sir. Man, thank you for sharing, brother.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right, we got brother 8 Ways, man. What's going on?
How you doing, brother?
Good.
I don't think Gates was saying that everybody that's with the Black Lives Matter movement is a nigga. I think he believes the people that are at the forefront and maybe the people that he's seen personally, the people that the things that he's seen in the events that he's witnessed himself, maybe that's all he has to go off of, and he needs to do a little bit more research. But I understand where he's coming from. Say hi. A person's ignorance, is no reason for some. Hold on, baby girl. Hold on. There's no reason for somebody to not get a chance to speak their piece and get people to understand where they're coming from. I think that was just maybe his opinion. I don't think he was trying to come off as dropping facts. It's just his way or no way. So that's my take on it.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. All right. Man, my laptop about to die. Mario, you been down there, but it said your device is not connected. You got to get that. I know you got that Android, man. You got to upgrade to that iPhone, man. But I want to show y'all this quick message from the minister. And he was asked by a white guy on his show about the white man being the devil, that teaching. Look at how the minister broke that down.
It does not make any difference, sir, what people think of Elijah Muhammad. History and time will be the best judge of that man and his worth and his message.
Let me take you to another one then. Because in the Quran it says that all religions, all people of all faiths should work together. That doesn't quite ascribe what Muhammad Farrakhan is saying.
The Quran,
and let me say
the Quran does not use those words.
No, but that's the spirit of it. And let me point out one other thing. We have a mutual friend, or we had a mutual friend in Malcolm X, the late Malcolm X. He went to Mecca. He made the mission to Mecca. Have you been to Mecca?
Yes, I have.
And there he saw how whites and browns and blacks all got together, lived in harmony. When he came back, he appeared on my show, and he said that gave him a new revelation. And he could not believe in Elijah Muhammad's philosophy that the white man was the devil. You have not changed very far from Elijah Muhammad's philosophy that the white man is the cause of all our trouble, the devil, so to speak. But Malcolm X, who was really responsible for your being a member of the Nation of Islam, is he not? Was he not, brother?
In one sense, yes, and in another sense,
he came back and he had a complete different feeling about the Muslim religion.
Okay, let me say this, Mr. Cupsonet, that the Quran teaches that all men who believe in God and carry into practice the principle of God are brothers, I believe the same. When Malcolm went to Mecca and saw black, brown, red, yellow, and white working together as brothers in Islam, that is a reality. We recognize that reality, that a white Muslim is our brother in the faith, as he accepts us as blacks in the faith. Now, Elijah Muhammad, when he mentioned the word devil, you have to admit, sir, that the word devil only means a wicked person of an unrighteous character. And with the condition that the world is in today, the nations against each other, people against each other, the pollution, the destruction of human life, that a devil is very present in the world. The Quran and the Bible teach that the devil is necessarily an idea that is opposed to the idea of God. And when people give themselves over to that idea, they become manifested as devils in the flesh. And the Quran bears witness to that.
But that's not what Elijah Muhammad said. He said the white man is the devil, as if there were no black devils or yellow devils or brown devils.
At that time in our development, sir, our relationship with white people, as you know, in the history of black suffering in America at the hands of white people was such that Elijah Muhammad wanted to present white people with the mirror of their own actions. And when he said that the white man is the devil, he was saying that your actions toward black people, toward people all over the world, and toward poor people is the act of those that are against and contrary to the will and law of God.
Even his son, who followed him as the leader of the other segment, withdrew from that position because he said it was unrealistic. Wallace Muhammad, who leads the American Muslim mission, which supposedly is larger than your group, although both Muslims, withdrew from that position that the white man is the devil. He encouraged whites to join hands with him. He encouraged whites to even join the organization if they so chose, to join his religion. And he takes a completely different philosophy than you do about
the Honorable Elijah
Muhammad. He withdrew from his father's philosophy.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad himself, in his last message to us, told us that he did not raise us up to be mockers of any people, white people in particular. He did not want us to use that term devil. As you understand that as light vanishes darkness and truth vanishes falsehood, the presence of God negates the presence of the devil. What I am advocating today is that God is present, and I am teaching a teaching that resurrects the power and the spirit of black people to do for themselves. And when we come into that kind of power, we don't have to be concerned with devil. We remove essence of devil by destroying the idea upon which devil
How
is
could the Honorable Elijah Muhammad maintain that when he said white men are devils? That's what he was known for. But let's proceed from there, because
but the actions of white people bore witness that you were contrary to the laws and will of God.
You can't sweep that clean and say all white men are devils, or you can say all black men are devils, or
I
all...
understand. But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad did that for a very good reason.
Well, the reason was wrong, apparently, because even his son has withdrawn from that posture. But let me take you to another position.
Have white people withdrawn from the posture of the doing of evil? When you withdraw from the posture of the doing of evil, submit your will to do the will of God.
Sir, are you maintaining that the white people are less or more evil than the blacks or the browns or anybody else? Well, human nature is human nature, no matter in whom it's instilled.
Human nature is human nature, but the world is not suffering from the evil of black people. The world is suffering from the evil of European whites and American whites who have oppressed the darker people of the world.
There's no question
we
about
have our share of black devils too.
There's no question about the oppression. We're not arguing that because that's a given in our conversation.
Okay, then
but let me take you to
evil, then that's the work of Satan.
Satan, but not all whites. There's so many whites who have helped the black cause. I mean, would you sweep them under the rug?
I could not do that.
Get your money, man.
All right. So y'all heard it. It was a medicine to get them to look in the mirror and see the condition that they was in, and show that systematically as a whole, we're not suffering from the devilishment of us as a people, although we do have it, as you heard the minister mention. It's due to the devilishment of the white man and almost every inhabited of the planet. So doesn't mean that we don't kill each other, or we don't recognize that we too do wrong, or that we too can be devils when we submit to that mindset. But who is who has done the most killing, the most? You see what I'm saying? The Brother Neri said one time, man, he said, you run around here trying to steal TVs and radio. He said he stole us. Oh boy. So it's more so a mindset. Why? Because it's not about color. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said it's not about the skin color. Because as the original man, mothers and fathers of civilization, we can actually produce all colors. You can produce a baby. Two black people can produce a baby that's light skinned. They got albinos that come out. Blind hair. So this is why we are taught you can get the recessive from the dominant, but you can't get the dominant from the recessive. So as the original people, when he talks about that grafting process of how they got here, we got to realize too, though, that if it talks about that he was made from us, that there is something in us that had to be perfected, and we just got a full manifestation in them. So when we look at them, don't just point the finger at them and just blame them. Let that be an example of what we also have to correct and improve in ourselves. And I think the more we do that, as the minister says, light vanishes darkness. So if he teaches us that the darkness is not real and it's just the absence of light, if you tired of the white man controlling your life, then wake up then, God. If you're tired of him stressing out your life and holding you back, how about you wake up then? Because when we wake up and we stand up and, exercise the force and power within, God within, well, what begins to happen is we really don't even see him in our life. So much so he says that he will have us so smart that the white man to be wrapped around our finger and we wouldn't even know he was there. So let's rise above all the obstacles that comes in the way. God would, right? You said we kings and queens and we gods. Well, let's strive to act like it. It's like a vacuum. If I sell you a vacuum, and I'm promoting that thing on TV, I'm gonna have to make sure that ground is a little dirty first before you come. And when I clean that dirty floor up with that vacuum, you say, man, that's a bona fide, that's a cold vacuum. But if there's nothing there for me to clean up, you don't know how good it is. Dang. This thing on 5%. Go ahead. Hey, wait, you said you got a question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was gonna type it in. I don't know if you had time. So I'll try to make it quick here. In the last couple of years, I've gotten my GED, becoming a real estate agent. I'm 26 years old. And I've done a lot of studying, a lot of watching you, a lot of watching Brother 19 Keys, Earn Your Leisure, those guys, and done a lot of studying and just acquiring information. And I think I need to get in a circle of more like-minded people, and have some type of motivation or some type of I don't know. I'm not really a pilot. I take things and bring them to their best potential. I'm not really somebody that's gonna start something up, or what I'm saying, just do something real quick. So I got a lot of information. I got a lot of knowledge. I've done a lot of studying. I've gotten a real estate license. I've done this and that, but I'm always alone. I'm just with my baby girl, and I live in another city than where I grew up from. So I just wanted to ask you, like, what can I do to do like some networking? Maybe if it could be online, if I could do just anything to get myself around more like-minded people, and move on from just
outside of going to events. You could join my digital real estate program. The digital real estate program, we have live classes every Tuesday and Thursday. And you also get access to our private Facebook group of like-minded individuals who are all growing on a weekly basis. I actually was going to share a video of that class at the end of this so people could see it. And if you're interested in that, you can book a consult with us at bookbrotherben.com. And you'll get on with one of our team members and see which product or service works best for you. And then we can go from there. You on mute.
Go to brotherbenx.com.
Bookbrotherbenx.com.
Book, okay.
And then sign up for a consult, and then they'll take it from there.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I appreciate the time.
Appreciate it. Anybody else who would like to, get one of our product services, learn about digital real estate, how to grow your business, how to grow your brand, how to market for other companies, go to bookbrotherben.com, schedule a free one-on-one consult, and we'll help you out. We're going to end with this right here. Peace.
Brother Ben, that piece you did where you was talking about the gift and how would God feel, or how would a person feel if you gave them a Christmas gift and they came back 6 years later and that gift wasn't open, then how does God feel giving us all these gifts and we won't develop them? So to my sister, I appreciate that question, because there's something that I'm hearing in every class, that the central theme that Ben does is it's in you. What I have, I'm showing you how God helped me pull my gift out. I'm going to take what I got. If you take it, I'm going to help you pull your gift. He pointed right back to you. Each question, every time we ask him a question, he said, well, how you going to do it? Well, what is it? Because it's in us. So thank you, Brother Ben, because you really have re-inspired me to look back at those gifts and say, man, I don't want to take that last breath and have all this and be like, damn, it stayed up under the Christmas tree. My whole damn life wrapped. So thank you, brother. You've been a great catalyst.
Thank you.
Start. And the beautiful part of what you said, I'm not going to preach, is you were saying every one of us born in the universe got it. So sister, I appreciate that, because that gift of whatever you went through, you don't know how many lives that might touch across the planet. So I'm thankful, Brother Ben, for you having this platform to help me see that in myself and work hard to bring it out, because it ain't gonna happen from no mystery. It's gonna take work and knowledge. And I think I'm in the right place with the right tool, with a gifted brother and your team to help me bring those gifts out. I appreciate you, brother.